Oof. Oh, looks like a low res presentation. It's very bad reception out here in the sticks. Okay, I'm going to do a ranking of one of the most underrated, or the most underrated band from the UK, late 60s to mid 70s. Just, just every album they put out is just great. There's no crap on any of these albums, so it's a hair between each one, except maybe the bottom one, which was not really family. It was basically Roger Chapman, the singer. Um, I think he might have had the original drummer with him on this, but this was pretty much their last gasp, 1973, before he went on. Roger Chapman went on to form Streetwalkers. Um, so I'll start with how many have we got? One, two, three, four, seven. If there's one missing, I don't think there is. Okay, at number 7. Oops. Now, as I said, there's no such thing as a bad track on any of these albums. Even the lowest ones are still great. So this is their last album, but not the original. Well, they were fairly consistent with their members, um, and there are a few changes, but not too many. Rick Gretsch was in them early. He went on the Blind Faith and I don't know, maybe King Crimson at one stage or something. So at the bottom, at number 7, we'll start with It's Only a Movie by Family. Um, yeah, I mean, it's basically a Roger Chapman solo album, in my opinion, with an American guy on there. It's good, but it's not classic Family, okay? But it's still a good album. Okay, we'll get on to Family proper now. That was number 7. Now, number 6, I will choose the debut. Um, Roger Chapman, John Whitney, lead guitar, steel guitar, Jim King, tenor and soprano, saxophone, harmonica, Rick Gretsch, bass, guitar, violin, cello, vocals, Rob Townsend, drums and percussion. Oh my God, look at the bloody resolution on this. I'm sorry, all the banks, ATMs and things went crashed here today in Australia. This looks awful. I don't know how this is going to come out. Okay, this is their debut. Music in a Doll's House. I had all these on vinyl originally, but I've only got 3 left on vinyl. Debut album. It what I'll say straight out here is that the real standout track on here is Mellow in Grey, which is one of the best uses of the Mellotron ever. It's up there with King Crimson style Mellotron. This one's a bit of a mixed bag. The thing with Family is that they can do anything and everything. This album sort of is pretty much a psychedelic album mostly. They remind me very much of Spirit, the American band from around the same time. Their early albums were a real mixed bag too. They could do anything. But Family and Spirit were like blood brothers, in that they were terribly underrated bands that had magnificent discography. But on here you got everything. You got mainly psychedelic. This one is mainly psychedelic. Yeah, pretty much. So that's number 6. number 5 is Bandstand. This is their sort of attempt at, well, not, I wouldn't say it was an attempt. This is a commercial album. Good album. You know, they've gone a bit more on this is sort of about 1972. So they're going in a bit of a funky direction on this one. Yeah, very, not mainstream, but pretty much insofar as Family's discography, this would be their most mainstream record. Great record. They're all great, except it's only a movie, the bottom one. It's good. It's not great. And I suppose you could say Music in a Doll's House is good plus, not great. So, 7, 6, 7, 6 and 5. We come up to number 4. Family. Anyway, this is one side's live. Side 1 is live, and side 2 is all new studio tracks. They didn't have enough for a full studio album. Look, these next 4 albums out of their 7, any one of these could be number 1. There's nothing between them, truly. And I'm only ranking these in my affection for them. I mean, I was into this band from the word go, 68. You know, I had Music in a Doll's House on vinyl in the day. But so, side 1, Good News, Bad News, Willow Tree, Holding the Compass, and Strange Band. Now, they're all live tracks. Really, really great stuff. Side 2, studio tracks, In My Own Time, Part of the Load, Anyway, Norman's, Lives and Ladies. This could be number 1, easily. All 4 of these, any one of these can be number 1. But I'm just doing it off my own emotional attachment to these albums. This album is dedicated to all the people who have pulled strokes for or against us, for they shall be called fearless. How good is that? And down the bottom there, Daft, I call it. Fearless, the mighty Fearless. This is a great album. This could easily be This could easily be their number 1. This is 1971. It's just great. It's an awesome album. It's there. They can do anything. They moved away from the psychedelic and got more into. They can do anything. They can do folk, jazzy, prog. You know, Melanie Gray's prog, full on. They could do it all. Funk, straight out raging rockers. Family could cover all the genres of the time and do it magnificently. Absolutely. You know, this is a great, fantastic, unbelievably great band. So Fearless, I can't name all the tracks because there are no bad Family tracks. Even their weakest track is better than most bands can do. Okay, that was number 3, but it could be number 1. It's down to my 2. Well, you know, objectively, these aren't necessarily their best albums, but subjectively, to me, they are, because this is their 2nd and 3rd album, and this is when they really, really got into me, into my soul, you know, deep down. And so for number 2, we'll go A Song for You. Look, I mean, oh God, it's a CD, so I can't read the lists of the names of. But just the track listing on this: Drowned in Wine, Some Poor Soul, Love is a Sleeper, Stop the Traffic, Through the Heart of Me, Wheels, Song for Thinking Lovers, Hey, Let It Rock. Oh, I can't read these. But it's got the single on it. No Mule's Fool. No Mule's Fool was not on the original album. It was a single in the UK. But the Australian copy I bought in 1970, when this came out, had No Mule's Fool on the actual album. And oh my God, that is my favourite. Absolute stone number one favourite family track is No Mule's Fool. It sums them up. His over the top vocals. I mean, he's like Roger Chapman's a bit like Mark Bolan in that they both had that Larry the Lamb thing going, you know, thing. In Mark's case, it was sort of a more high pitched, sweet, girlish, bar bar black sheep thing. In Roger Chapman's case, it's the Billy Goat. So it's yeah, love it or leave it. I love Mark Bolan. I love Roger Chapman. You know, it's one camp or the other. So getting to number one on my list, I have to go with this because if I put all these down, so I'm going to put on a family album right now, the one I nearly almost always go to first is their sophomore, the second album, Family Entertainment. What can you say about this album? This is they moved up they really moved up a step from Music in a Doll's House with this. It's still experimental to a degree, but they sort of cut out the silly psychedelic stuff and really knuckled down. This is almost a prog album. The Weaver's Answer, I mean, that's the archetypal family track. Observations from a Hill, that's folky, trafficky style folky stuff. Hung Up Down, oh my God, what a track. What the hell, my eggs don't smell. When the rooster cries, the politician lie. Summer 67, How High the Lie. Second Generation Woman, From Past Archives. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Oh Christ. Dim, Processions, Face in the Cloud, another gorgeous song. I think sung by Rick Gretsch or John Whitney, I'm not sure. John Whitney, Roger Chapman, Rick Gretsch, Rob Townsend, and Jim King. So, yeah, it's still the original band, Face in the Cloud. I think it's John Whitney singing that. And then Emotions, a big, big production. Oh, man. Produced by John Gilbert and Glyn Johns. Well, yeah. Special thanks to Nicky Hopkins and friends and family. This is 1969. This is an absolute masterpiece. Classic. 10 out of 10 for that one. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I've got to go, but I'm sorry about the reception is hideous.